man. Hey, we in the crib, looking at the hat, looking at Mac. He drops that big fat. Trying to work to, like you said, achieve our purpose, but we can't. We have this force just pulling against us.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't know where it's coming from. But it's coming from stuff like the music. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Savvy is Official. We are back with another lit podcast, episode 3. Right now, I got my boy Miles with me right here, man.
What's good?
Hey, upcoming artist, upcoming philanthropist, upcoming business guy right here. We are actually in Durham, North Carolina. The best place yet, Tunes Recording Studio right here, y'all. As y'all can see right here. Very good place to be. Hopefully, as this podcast goes well, we might have this place rented out for the future videos, future podcasts. Without further ado, before the video starts, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment for more. Hey, let's get to it, man.
What's up, guys? What's going on? The lounge. Been trying to fill this wall up.
What are all these names right here for?
Yeah, so this is just everyone that has stepped up to the mic.
Okay. Oh, wow. So my name can be up.
So it's been coming through really, really good. But we do have some videographers, 4K movie. I mean, really, anyone that comes in here and does work, because this is a multimedia studio, so yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
That's dope.
Awesome. And back here, we got the podcast room. Currently, we have 2 mics, 3 cameras. We do live streaming. You can do call-ins. You can do all kinds of stuff. We got the game room.
Xbox 360's back here, bro. Playing Fortnite.
They got that Madden.
What's up? We got the essentials. We got Madden 2022, Modern Warfare, and the 2K. So everything you need.
Oh, that's fire. That's
great.
That's fire.
Give some fun in there.
Subscribe for that, man. Y'all gotta subscribe to this man, Mac.
Yeah.
They got the little kitchen over here too.
Yeah, fridge is always stocked, man.
Here is the best room, I think, in this whole entire building right here.
Yeah, this is the recording studio.
Dude,
Studio A, the only studio.
Dude.
Lab. This is where it goes down. I think we killed it in here. So this is one of my favorite places to be at.
Man, it's about, y'all think I could be a rapper right now, man? Hey, I'm the new Chris Breezy, man. I'm Chris Brown 2.0. I had a question for anybody that wants to use this space that like lives in North Carolina. Who do they contact for this?
Yeah, so you can contact me personally. All my information is online. All you got to do is search for Tunes Recording Studio. It's the same thing on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere else you want to look at. You always find that same number.
Cool, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Hey, shout out to my boy right here, man. What's your IG, bro?
King Hook, man. King Hook Media.
King Hook Media, man. Hey, booking for photos, bro. No cap.
That boy valid and videos.
All right, boys. Hey, man. We back on the channel. How y'all doing today?
Doing good, man. About
Great
you?
and blessed.
Bro, I'm living it up, bro. Like on the way here, the traffic was crazy.
Facts. Like right when you pull up.
Yeah, bro. Like I think somebody got into a wreck or something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez, bro. Yeah, bro. This podcast is about to be gas, bro. Because I drunk 2 Red Bulls before I came here. I just bought a Dr. Pepper from Domino's in front of us. So I'm I'm geeked right now, bro.
You're wired,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm booted up, bro. I'm booted up like
That
Kodak,
boy
bro.
wired.
But yeah, without further ado, man, I really appreciate y'all for coming to this podcast, man. A lot of the people on the camera actually would appreciate people talking about what we're about to talk about today.
Yeah.
Last video we talked about, it was going from a college dropout, one of my homeboys, to 6-figure trader. This video, as you guys see in the title of the video, we're talking about a lot of stuff, especially things that have to do with the music industry and today's culture, specifically hip-hop, right? Because I'm sure you guys listen to rap. Obviously, we all listen to rap.
For sure.
And it's not what people really think in Hollywood, because I got some friends that are actually in Hollywood.
Right.
And it's like very, very, very deceiving.
Yeah.
That's why, for me, when I get big into like the YouTube industry, I don't want to get too big that I'm like sucked into all that stuff. But we'll get into that later.
Sure.
But without further ado, man, what's your name, bro?
Miles.
Miles. I got my boy Miles here, and you're from
Apex.
Apex,
North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay. You went to ECU, right?
Yeah, I went to
Yep.
ECU.
Yes,
Was that just the year I met you, or did you go there all 4 years?
I went there all 4 years. I'll be going back in the spring though. Yeah.
Graduate or
Yeah, grad school.
for
My MBA.
okay,
Yeah.
business degree.
Yes, sir. Business
Let's
analytics.
go, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. You ready for it?
I'm excited.
What about you, my man?
I'm Gino Jones.
Chino Jones.
Yeah.
And you're from
Greenville, 2-5.
252. Hey, shout out to
2-5,
Greenville, man.
2-5, you know what I'm
252.
saying?
You went to J. Charles High School?
I did, yeah.
You played football.
I did.
What position?
D-line. Yeah, DN outside linebacker.
Bro, you look like you built like a actual running back though.
I should have played. I wasn't in shape enough.
Really? Oh, back then?
Yeah, and I wasn't fast enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fullback my freshman year when we were still running pro I. I was fullback, so.
Okay, word.
Yeah,
so definitely big.
I got one fullback dive in practice.
Okay.
Bro, he's kind of like a Leonard Fournette.
Bro, people, that's all the time.
Bro,
Yeah, that's low key.
I'm like, if you dark skinned, big, and bald with a beard, like you're gonna look like Leonard Fournette apparently.
Oh, not only him, but you look like my football coach in high school, Willis.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Coach Willis. Coach Willis, if you watching this, man, I love you. I appreciate you.
Him and his son, they better win the football game tonight against St. Paul.
Facts.
But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. So, Miles, with you, man, I know you're big on making beats. You're trying to make it up in the industry. You don't rap, do you?
No, I do not. I just make beats.
I mean, ain't no wrong with that. I mean, you should definitely try rapping if you ever want to.
I tried.
Not too good?
Nah, I can't think of flows that fast, and it's rhyming, and that's not me. I'd rather just make the beat. You know
what got you into like that industry and wanting to like take your beats off?
Man, it started. So I used to beatbox. When I was a lot younger, I would make like beatboxing videos on like Instagram, and I played drums growing up. So I was always around like music and just making beats. And when I got to ECU, it kind of transitioned to putting it on the laptop. So I always knew I had like music, around and like within me, but I just kind of wanted to translate it to something that I can grow from, and that was making beats on the laptop.
Is it like dubstep type beats or just like
man, it's
rap or what?
I mean, I'll make like hip hop type beats, trap beats. I use a lot of synths in my beats. It's really whatever I'm feeling, in the moment.
Okay.
And that could be expressed in different ways.
Do you feel like are you from a scale of 1 to 10? Because there's a lot of people I meet in the music industry that wants to like blow up their like shit, their content. Mm-hmm. From 10 being like I want this bad, and 1 being like I really don't care for it. Where are you at on that scale?
Oh, I'm definitely a 10. I mean, this is something I'm invested in.
I can see that because I see you posting your beats all the time.
Yeah.
Since like I met you at ECU, you post on TikTok. Like you're very consistent.
Yeah,
too.
I tried to be.
And I'm like, okay, this guy definitely has potential.
Damn.
That's cool. I like that. That's cool. What about you, bro?
Oh, what was the question?
Just about the beats in general. Do you make beats or?
Yeah. So started producing last April. Last March. Like, so that's how it started with us. So me and Miles actually with a few of our homies back home, we made a song. Now, granted, at the time, like, ain't none of us really know much about mixing and none of that. So the mix is
playing with it.
Yeah, the mix is very bad. The mix is very, very bad, which is a shame because the song is actually like really, really good. But yeah, like during that time, man, it was just like I remember almost being like a sponge. Like I know one of his homies, who went to ECU too, who was like a producer or whatever, like during the time, like he would come through and just like do different things with like mixing and whatever. And I just remember like, just having a greater ability during that time to really like soak in like information and really pay attention to what, Miles, my boy Nate, who's, he's a music major, but just like really like paying attention more to like what they were doing and starting to understand it a little bit. Because I was around it, like I know me and Miles and our boy J-Rob, J-Rob and Miles, like they used to produce, but like we would get up, and I used to like rap at the time. Like this was back in college.
Oh, so you rap too?
Yeah, a little bit. I prefer to produce for sure.
Oh, you can't rap?
But I can rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got some songs out.
Yeah, I can rap, but like I just prefer to produce. Like I'm more of a behind the scenes type person.
Ooh, bro, you could be like a behind the scenes guy like Marshmello, but also be like a young Jeezy on the mic.
Yeah.
You got a bald head too, like.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, I mean, and it's funny too, cause like back in middle school, I used to say I wanted to be a music producer, which was funny, cause like looking back, I don't really remember knowing music producers. But I was in band at the time, played clarinet.
Word, bro, I played trumpet.
Word?
Yeah.
And I just remember it like being something that I wanted to do. Like my mom bought me like a keyboard from Walmart or Target or something like that. And me and my boy Mike used to like, make beats. We weren't actually making beats, but like really we would just like make different melodies or whatever. Had a little pink Ep.3 player I recorded up there. And it was fun, man. Me and him, like, he played drums too. So, like, on the bus, literally, like, every day, bro, like, this man, would take the pencils out. He'd, like, be making beats on the bus. I'd be making, like some random song, you know what I'm saying? Like, just different type of stuff. But I just remember, like, having the back of the bus, jumping and all of that. So, like, just fast forward and, to now, All of that, you know what I'm saying, just kind of shaped like where I am now. Like I think my style is very unique. Yeah, it's very unique. Like I make different like for sure, like a lot of hip hop stuff.
Yeah, sure.
I noticed like recently, like I definitely probably lean towards kind of like the R&B type beats more.
R&B is gas though, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love melodies. You know what I'm saying? I love melodies. I love chords.
You got a girlfriend?
I got a wife.
You got a wife?
Yeah.
Bro, you have a wife?
Yeah.
Bro, I
got married last July. Yeah.
Yo, congrats, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Pretty 25.
I'm 25.
Bro, I'm trying to get like him, bro.
Yeah.
You're on the verge of getting a wife soon.
Yeah. That's coming up. Down the line.
Y'all are so cute together, bro.
I appreciate that.
Like,
Man.
both of you guys.
TikTok and
Shout out
stuff.
Kat. Shout out Kat.
And the gym and stuff.
Hey, didn't Kat go to ECU too?
Yeah, she graduates December.
Bro.
Yeah.
Any tip for like me, y'all? Because like I'm so busy, I'm always traveling with my life. How do you find a girl when you're doing a job like what I do?
You might answer that.
All this stuff.
You married man.
Honestly, bro, like, since you already know, like, because you single, right?
Yeah, I'm single, yeah.
Yeah, like, so since you already know the pace that you're running at, bro, like, find somebody that, at the very least, is down to, like, be along for that ride with you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if I find that, that's how you know that's the right one.
Yeah, bro, because it's like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you definitely got to search in the right places for sure.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? But it's like, she ain't got to be running at the same level that you running.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, a woman that's doing her own thing, but it's like, yo, like, I'm doing my own thing, but like I'm gonna support you. You know, like if you're running at 50 miles per hour, like I ain't about to be running with you, but you know what I'm saying, I might be like in the car, like watching you run.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
a woman
But
should be there to support emotionally when you get back home.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like for sure, like support, but also, you know what I'm saying, somebody that you can actually let, you know, like you can welcome their advice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
fire.
Sure, you know, she might not be able to have all the knowledge, you know, with the stuff that you do, but like if it's a good woman, like even if like she can know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, what it is that you do, what it is that you're passionate about, but like she'll give you something where it's like, bruh, this applies.
Bro, I like that, bro.
Like
That's
she might not
key.
have said anything about like you know what I'm saying, videography or YouTube or none of that, but what she said like applies very well
and
to
you
like
feel
what
that
I do.
energy too. Like,
Exactly.
You feel it. Like you know when you have the right one.
Exactly,
bro. Y'all, you especially, you're giving me golden nuggets.
Nah, he- yeah.
Like, bro, once I find the right one,
I'm
bro.
still learning. I'm learning a lot.
You're right. You're still young.
Like, just that disclaimer.
Once I find the right one, I'm gonna have her on this channel. Best believe that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
She's gonna be traveling with me, bro. Probably helping me work. You know, just having her by my side.
She's definitely
emotionally, bro.
For sure, bro.
But let's definitely get into it, man. So the first topic I do want to hit on, because I feel like with the audience that we have watching this channel right now and this podcast, I do want to hit on what happened recently in the hip hop industry. You guys probably know about a Takeoff,
for sure,
getting killed, passing away. Bro, when I first heard about that, because I listen to Migos actually a lot.
Right.
The first song I heard by them was probably "Pretty Little Lady" back in 2013.
Yeah.
When people were like hitting the folks.
For
And,
sure.
you know,
Right.
Yeah, middle school days, man. Shout out to She Loves Michi, bro. When I heard about it, automatically I thought, you know, what if it was set up? Because a lot of stuff in hip hop industry nowadays are set up. A lot of this stuff, especially how I'm not sure if you listen to P&B Rock. I firmly believe that was set up, but people might think otherwise. Who else passed away recently? Young Dolph or
Young Dolph. That was
Dolph.
earlier in the year.
He got shot.
Yeah.
Okay, he got shot, and so did Takeoff. Now, with Takeoff, what I read about it, based off like what me and my dad was talking about, apparently they got into an argument. Quavo was so pissed off because they were playing a dice game, and apparently he was losing a lot of money. Which I don't know why they're playing dice if they're millionaires already. You should be investing in real estate, investing in stocks and bonds and index funds. But over that whole entire commotion, he got shot by accident by one of the guys that was associated with Quavo. But firmly believe I don't think that Quavo set it up though. I think that somebody already knew it was going to happen, because why the hell do you have a recording?
Man, that's
like, why do you have your
No,
camera? Because there was a chick that was
think
recording.
about that.
I saw the whole thing on TMZ. They showed like everything.
Yeah.
Then they banned it.
Right.
Yeah, it got banned last night. As I was trying to save it to my phone, it got banned.
Wow.
Because my homeboy was trying to see the video. But like, well, how do y'all feel about that? Just like stuff that goes on in the industry like that.
Man, so
'Cause he died at a young age, bro. He was only 28 years old.
Yeah, he was young. I didn't know he was that young, honestly.
Yeah, nah, for real.
But like, it's not
I
that
thought
much
bro was
like older than me.
Yeah.
I really thought they were like a lot older, but Yeah, when I heard about it. Obviously I listen to Migos. Like the first song I listened to was Versace. For real. But yeah, I was shocked because it's like, you know, they're big time, and you know, like I listen to a lot of rap, but they're not they're what would I say? I listen to them a lot more because, you know, they're a big group and they've been on a lot of features, and honestly don't pay attention too much to, you know, like rapper news, but I was definitely like shocked because, you know, you don't like, that's not something you would expect, you know, especially from it's the Migos. Like like there's nobody's expecting them to get shot. You know what I'm saying?
They're not like a Chief Keef,
right?
Like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I was like, wow, like that's crazy. But I mean, like honestly, I don't even know anything about like whether there was a setup or not because I didn't like look too much into it. But I mean, that's like music we're not going to be able to hear from one of them. So that's really what I was thinking of during the time. Cause like, dang, like, you know, Takeoff, like he's tough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
he makes most of their beats, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I saw a video of him like like working or mixing the beats. So I'm sure he definitely has like some kind of, you know, involvement in that. But I mean, I was definitely shocked because like you know, usually when like rappers get killed. Mm-hmm. Honestly, don't pay too much attention to it.
I don't either, bro.
Because like,
honestly, I don't.
I'm all for the music, right?
Yeah, so it's negative energy too.
Right, and it's like, you know, sharing
it.
Yeah, exactly. So like sharing the, you know, the news and looking into it is not really like me. It's more like, dang, like this is music I can't listen to, like new music I can't listen to anymore. So that was like the main thing that was going through my mind, you know, when I heard about it. But yeah, I mean that's kind of my.
That's crazy, bro. You know what's funny too? Because like. The thing is, I do listen to rap, not a lot no more, because I firmly believe that what you consume makes who you are.
For sure.
That's real.
And I'm big on, like, not even, like, the food that I eat as far as diet, but also what you consume is also your diet as well, as far as, like, TV, what you read, who you listen to, who you hang around with.
Yeah.
You know, I'm big on that now because I'm big into, like, the personal development space. With rap music alone, I've completely not cut it out, but, like, I'd say, like, when I win big in my life, I listen to rap for like an hour in my car. Then I go straight back to audiobooks. Mm-hmm. Because with that rap, they have a lot of subliminal messages that we don't see. Right. Yeah. It can affect our head. It can really like fuck up our life. I'm not lying to you. Right. Especially with hip hop, like the Chief Keef stuff, you know, Kodak Black, just like these certain messages.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, even to add on to that, I used to listen to Juice WRLD a lot, and honestly, only because, you know, I'm a producer, I make beats, so like. A lot of the beats were like hitting, so I'm like, yo, this is tough, but not knowing like some of the stuff he's talking about, like, you know, it's not positive. So I actually stopped. Like, there's a new Juice WRLD song that came out. Like, one of my old roommates was like, yo, like, you listen to this? Like, nah, like, I'm not really trying to listen to that right now.
For sure.
And like, you're right. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you listen to, like, does have an effect, you know, on your lifestyle, your decisions, whether you know it or not. I mean, it might not be like, oh, I'm about to go and drink this or smoke this away, but it's like, you're feeling whatever they're feeling as they're making the song. So it's like, it does have an effect. So, like, for example, like Juice WRLD, I stopped listening to, certain songs that, have those type of messages. Even like my girl and I have we have a collaborative playlist on Spotify that we do every month. So we always name it like based on, like, we started in May, like we're in November now. And so like our November playlist is literally, it's called like Equipped and something. It's literally all like Christian rap or like gospel, like, or anything that promotes like a positive message. And we say like, all right, this month, like, we're not listening to, no matter how nice the beat is, no matter what, the sounds make you feel, like it's got to have a positive message. So that's like a step that, I've taken to kind of, I guess, change my mind or just kind of make better, decisions in that area.
Dude, there's a study that I found on Google. I think you probably know about this. Oh, both of y'all actually probably. They had it was like a psychology test they were doing, and they had two groups. Test one was the people that listen to rap music, and the other subject were the people that didn't listen to any rap at all. They listened to like pop, the Katy Perry's, the Ellie Goulding, stuff like that.
She tough.
Ellie Goulding, yeah. So that song, what does she have?
Burn go hard.
Bro, I just thought about that, bro. Gotta let it burn. Oh, yeah. That's that still life music, bro.
Yeah, low key.
That club music. You know about still life, man. Shout out to Greenville, North Carolina. What I was saying is pretty much like they had two groups, and like with the first group, they actually saw that people that listen to more rap were naturally more aggressive in their lifestyle. than those that didn't. And I can see how that definitely plays a role in my life when I used to play football in high school, because that's all I listened to.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
NBA YoungBoy. J.
Me?
Cole, and that's not one of
Yeah.
them. J. Cole's actually a very, very, very pure rapper, actually. I respect him. Not Kendrick, not Logic. Shout out to Logic. I fuck with Logic, too.
Right.
But the Chief Keefs, the Kodak Blacks, the Lud Foes, all the hard trappers, right? Listen to that stuff, and every football game I went out to, I was popping. I was cracking heads.
Okay.
I didn't do any drugs before the game. I
Yeah.
don't smoke weed, no alcohol, nothing like that. No pain medicine. Listen to rap, went out, crushed it. So I feel like that definitely does play a toll in people's lives for sure. What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, man, I think that, music is a vehicle at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I definitely don't relegate it only to hip hop for sure. I think now, like, I'm definitely very disappointed with generally, like, what hip hop is today. Cause I'm definitely, I ain't like I'll be honest, like I don't listen to like a whole bunch of like the old school, like, you know what I'm saying, like LL and all of them, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, like from the 90s, you know what I'm saying, like throughout the 2000s, like some of the 2010s, but like even now it's like just like anything, like with any music for real, you know what I'm saying, like there's a message in everything, you know what I'm saying, it's like somebody's trying to get some kind of message across, you know what I'm saying, like even if it's from like their personal experience, whatever the case, like I'm definitely not in the camp where it's like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, like the music that you listen to makes you do something. It's like, no. Music reinforces what's already there.
So that's fire.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so the people that, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of the trap music now, whatever the case, like the people who are, you know what I'm saying, like doing wild stuff, whatever the case, it's like trap music ain't, because there's a lot of people that's saying like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, like the trap music, all this and that, you know, it's making people, you know what I'm saying, like shoot dudes or whatever. It's like, they ain't making them do that. It's like, there's like influences around them apart from the music, you know what I'm saying? Like that's influencing them already. The music is just like,
once again, who's in your circle?
Yeah,
Who's around you?
facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there, like just like there's bad in anything or most things, like there's good as well. And so it's like there's a lot of good hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of positive hip hop. There's a lot of positive music out there in general. Like I know there's a group, I think they're based out of the UK, but it's they're called SAULT, SAULT. I don't know if you're familiar with Cleo Soul.
Nah.
Yeah. Cleo Soul, she's like a R&B soul singer or whatever, but like she's associated with, like she's in the group. But they just like they just dropped like 5 albums, but it was like, oh, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, like put your email in, all that stuff, whatever the case. But like I found out about them maybe like a year and some change ago or whatever. But like, I mean, their music is a prime example. I'm like, bro, this is excellent music. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good music. Like, there's a way to make excellent music and it not be trash. You know what I'm saying? For your mind and your emotions and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the radio is pushing the bad content.
Yes. It's all an agenda, bro. They want to control us pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like they know what makes money. The people, you know what I'm saying? Because like, and like, bro, I love hip hop, yo. I'm passionate about hip hop. So quite honestly, like, it pisses me off when like everybody and their mama think that they can rap. I'm like, bro, you really can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if the standard is Jay-Z, is Kendrick, is Cole, is, you know what I'm saying, Big, like all, like if it Pac, Nas, I'm like, bro, like if they're the standard, bro, you cannot rap. Most of these dudes now, I'm like, bro, y'all cannot rap at all. But like that's what the radio pushes. And so like now, like I used to work with middle schoolers back when I was in Greenville, and you know I'm like, bro, like some of them didn't even know who Jay-Z was, bro.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Bro, they're just uncultured, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Jay-Z is one of the GOATs.
That's what I'm saying. Arguably the GOAT.
Actually, I think he is the GOAT, bro. Him, Kendrick, there's a pool of them.
Lil Wayne. Don't forget about Lil Wayne.
Absolutely.
You know, I respect it.
I'm big on the Logic wave too, man. I fuck with Logic.
Logic.
Yeah.
I like some Logic.
The old stuff.
I like
the Young Sinatra album.
I like 44 More.
Okay, that's a good one.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That'd be hard, bro.
I don't know too much about Logic.
You don't?
Like I know who Logic is. I just never listen.
He not like my top 5 or top 10. Like I respect him for sure.
What about Eminem? Back in the day, not right now.
I respect him just because of like his catalog and what he's done, but like I couldn't say, oh, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure.
But I respect what he does for sure.
That's interesting. Yo, what you hit on? What's your name again, bro?
Geno.
Geno.
Yeah.
Like Geno Smith.
Geno Jones.
Wait, who's he play for? That's a
He's
quarterback.
Seahawks.
He on the Seahawks now. He killing it too.
He is.
Oh, the record is what, like 4-4 now? I think.
I think so.
I think
Something like that. I mean, they're at the top of the division.
He
though.
balling. I'll tell you that.
He balling.
Yeah, he balling.
He brought that West
He didn't write
Virginia
back.
Geno back.
That's all you need to know. He didn't write back. They wrote him off.
Wait, is that your team?
No, I'm a Green Bay fan.
Green Bay?
Yeah.
You guys just lost last Sunday.
Yeah.
To somebody you should have
The
lost
Bills.
to.
Yeah. Well, no, the Bills valid.
no,
The Bills
no,
valid.
They should have
Yeah,
lost.
they're like 6-1.
I mean, we lost by 10, but you know,
Y'all
we competed. We competed.
But who's your team? Don't say the Panthers.
No.
Okay. Jaguars?
Nah, I'm a Colts fan.
Really?
Man.
Bro, y'all got our old quarterback. 'Cause I'm a Falcons fan, bro.
Oh, bro, he don't start no more.
That's crazy.
They got
I think
Sammy in there.
he's about to retire soon.
He should, bro.
He
Like
probably
he's
will
bro.
after this
Like
season.
we're leading the NFL in turnovers, like primarily because of Matt Ryan. Like he has 12 turnovers.
Sheesh.
Wow. I didn't know
Or
that.
prior to the last game, like
Jeez.
12 turnovers, bro.
Hey, man.
So they benched him. He's not hurt.
Well, he is hurt, but they was gonna bench him regardless.
Yeah,
Like his time as a
old.
starter is like done. Like they already said. Like Sam Ellinger, he played at Texas.
He
This is his second year, but
Yeah.
they was like, yeah, bro. Like Sam is the starting quarterback for the rest
Oh
of the season.
man,
Yeah, Matty Ice is washed up just like Tom Brady. I feel
Yeah,
like Tom
he
Brady
washed.
is washed up.
bro.
We
believe
gonna
it or
see.
not-
I ain't
We'll
writing
see,
Tom
though.
off yet.
Believe it or not, Tom is like top 5 in passing yards
Right now
in the,
for
in the
this season?
NFL. Yes,
For this season.
Yes, this season.
It's just their team as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, and it's a shame, bro, because I'm like, bro, I be rooting for all the black coaches, black GMs,
Me too,
whatever.
bro. Absolutely, bro.
But Todd Bowles, man, it might be his fault.
Really?
It might be, or at least some. A
bro,
lot
his
of it.
line not helping him.
Or
bro.
it could be Brady's wife as well. That's like a fact.
I mean, that's a
Have
lot,
an
bro.
impact.
That's
It
a
is.
lot to
That
go
could
through,
have
I know it's
bro.
tough, man. That, like,
And then, like, they've been married for a minute.
they have.
With all them kids, bro, like, that's not
Yeah.
easy, bro.
It's not.
That's not easy.
If
That
I
boy
were
love
him,
the game. That boy love the game. That's one
he
thing I can
does.
say.
That is the primary definition of being obsessed with something.
Yeah, man.
He is the true
Yeah.
definition of being obsessed. Like whatever it takes, I'm going to win. And if he wins the Super Bowl again this year, I'm done.
It's crazy,
Like,
man. It's
I'm not
like
watching football ever again.
it's like you look at it, you admire the greatness, but at the same time, it's like, obviously at the end of the day, it's like I don't know the man, like I don't know the ins and
Yeah,
outs of,
same
you know,
here.
as to
Yeah, none of us do.
how their marriage deteriorated. But assuming that, you know what I'm saying, like it has something to do with like him still playing, because I know in the past, you know, he like, I mean, clearly like him like choosing to retire in the first place, from my understanding, was, you know, out of obligation, like to his family or whatever. So it's almost sad, bro. Like when you look at it, it's like, dag, like, yeah, you love the game, but you were so wrapped up in the game that like you couldn't even see yourself apart from the game. At this point in your life, at least, like obviously, you know, you can't play football, you can't play any sport forever.
Yeah, he's like 45 right now, right?
Is he 45?
He
He's
is
like
45,
44, 45. He's
Bro,
in the
that's
40s.
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
He might turn 46 this year.
Bro, yeah, he.
Bro, that man is almost 50.
Right, yeah. He,
Yo, that's
bro, you
wild,
gotta
bro.
respect that. Though.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that. Like,
Absolutely, bro. That's crazy.
That's funny, bro. So back to what we were talking about before this, because I do want to hit on that.
Yeah.
Well, something you hit on, Gino, about the messages that music produce. There's a lot of people in our generation, because you're a Gen Z, or what are you? Like
I think technically I'm Gen Z.
because you're 26,
25.
so you probably Gen Z. You're 20.
I'm 23.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn. I feel like a baby then. I'm 21.
Oh,
You're not that
Yeah.
young. I mean,
Yeah, but-
you're not, I mean,
I mean, shit, turn 22 in like a couple days.
okay.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, 21 days, 20 days, something like that.
That's what's up.
But like, I noticed that a lot of people in our generation, specifically people that are from the age of 17 to I'll say about like 28, are sucked into all this stuff. Like you were saying,
Right.
They're pushing this stuff out, this content, to subliminally, deteriorate our thinking and bring down our brains so that we can't think for ourselves. We're not independent thinkers anymore.
Right.
Why do you think that we as a generation don't have the awareness of like stuff like that, like the music, you know? Why is that? Because there's a lot of girls I know. I have a lot of friend girls, and they love that stuff, but like their lives are just like it's falling apart with their habits, because their habits are not in check.
I feel like we're distracted.
We are.
And there's a lot of things, like, I mean, this world moves pretty fast, and even America, there's fast paced. So I think what's going on is we may have a goal, like let's say we're in school or doing whatever, like we have a purpose, and there's so much coming at us, and it just distracts us from like what our purpose is. So for example, like the media, right? Or even like movies or anything, like, I mean, like all these topics that are coming out, I feel like they're just little distractions, and then you know what I mean, you attract to it, and then eventually you forget, oh, like, this is where I'm going, or this is what I'm supposed to do. I think that's really what's going on right now. So,
Oh man, that's
you know what I'm saying by that, though? Like, let's say, like, oh, I want to, like, complete this degree or whatever, or I want to, like, have this business, right? Mm-hmm. And then, like, you know, you got the music, like, talking about this. You got, like, oh, this new, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, just different, like, things are, like, man, how would I word this? I feel like it's just a lot of distractions, a lot of, like, things that are thrown at us, and our attention span is just not as sharp.
It's
you know
not
what I'm saying?
No more, like it used to be in the past.
Right.
Like, everything that they do, it goes against us.
Right.
So it's like we're trying to work to, like you said, achieve our purpose, but we can't. We have this force just pulling against us.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't know where it's coming from. But it's coming from stuff like the music, like our eating, because they feed us bad shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I can have a whole talk about that.
People underestimate like how those two connect, mind and body.
That is so true, bro.
Like you might not be in a bad mood because something happened. Like you actually might be in a bad mood because your digestive tract is messed up.
For real, I didn't know. Yeah, that's real.
You know what's funny? I used to eat shit in high school, bro. I'm talking about like cookout after every Friday football
game.
Bro,
I used to eat like McChickens with extra mayo before summer heat workouts, bro.
Ooh.
I'm like, bro, if I did that now, I might die, bro.
That's how y'all J Bills got kind of thick.
Hey,
that's how y'all boys got thick out there.
Look, man. Hey.
And like you, back in the day, we didn't have as much like bread as we do now because we didn't have jobs like in high school. But like we definitely could feel a difference when you eat like home cooked food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, Whole Foods. Go get some broccoli, rice, chicken.
Yeah.
Drink real water, not that tap water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have a what is it, Brita filter?
Yeah, facts.
Instead, and all that stuff. I feel like if we focus on doing things like that and put those into our micro habits in our life, the macro of our goals will end up being produced the way we want them to be.
That's true.
But most people in our generation are just too like you said, distracted to see the bigger picture.
And you also got to think, like, even with the fast food industry as well, like it takes some time to cook your food, right?
Right.
So we're always on the go where it's like, all right, what can I get quick? And whatever you're getting quick, it's not going to be the best for you, right? Whatever you try to achieve quickly is not always going to end in the best result. So it's like we're distracted. It's like everything's moving at a fast pace, or we're looking at it at a fast pace. We're thinking, oh, I got to get it now. I need to fuel up real quick. And it's like, what's the fastest thing? Oh, it's McDonald's right there. Or what's the fastest thing? I can warm up this, you know what I'm saying, this food that's not healthy for me, instead of, all right, let me just go to the store and like get something that's like good for me, and it might actually be cheaper in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even like personal example, like I meal prep like weekly, right?
See it on your Snapchat.
Yeah, so like
chicken and rice like every day.
Bro,
what do you say? Need it.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's a story behind it, but we'll talk about it later.
For y'all that don't know, what Miles does every single night when he posts on the Snapchat, he posts like a meal and he puts "need it" in quotation marks, like every single meal.
Because I need it, bro. I need that nutrition, bro.
He doesn't miss. And when he started that trend, I started saying it myself.
Bro, I got a lot of people saying that. It's wild how many people.
You should put that on a T-shirt.
I might have to. I might trademark that.
Yeah, I would buy that from you, bro.
Stay tuned.
You like market that out to everybody that is in the fitness industry.
But yeah, bro, like, I mean, it's real because it's like we're distracted, and it's so easy to get something that's quick already made, and it's, you know what I'm saying, just to move on to the next thing. So I feel like that, you know. And
that's a perfect metaphor, bro, like the fast food metaphor, because I'm like, bro, like that's how it is in life in general, you know what I'm saying, especially with social media, bro, which is crazy, like, you know what I'm saying. I almost wish social media never happened, for real. Like, when you really think about, like, the quality of our lives before social media, that's another thing. Whatever the case, like, with social media, you're constantly, every single day, like, even if like, it's subconscious majority of the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can overlook it because it's, like, most of the time you ain't consciously saying, oh, man, like, I wish that I had what they had, or I wish that I was where they were. But it's subconscious, like, especially the amount of time that we generally spend on social media. If you're constantly scrolling on social media and you're constantly seeing people succeeding, winning, particularly succeeding and winning in areas that, like, you're on. Like me, like, I'm a producer, like we were talking about before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know one of the things that that a lot of producers do to kind of, like, increase, you know, visibility to, like, their YouTube pages, and, you know, ultimately, like, increase visibility to their beat pages so they can, you know, like, make more money off of it. A lot of, you know, producers post like the type beats, like Drake type beat or whatever the case. And so like I've been doing that, right? Because I'm saying, like, just getting more stuff out there, getting more content out there, like trying to get more eyes on my content. And like a lot of times, bro, it's like real discouraging because I look and I'm like, bro, like I'm not getting like no views at all, you know what I'm saying, like on these videos or whatever the case. But like it's because of I've been conditioned, like most of us, to feel as though, all right, because I've been doing this for 2 seconds, I should be blowing up.
I was just about to say something about that. You're only seeing like their highlight, right? I mean, social media, you're not looking at their grind.
Right.
You're not gonna post.
Most people don't post that stuff,
bro.
Yeah,
No, they're just
I think
posting.
they should.
Facts.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because all this is a process. Like, it goes back to the fast food thing. Like, you're trying to get to a goal fast, right? But you're not seeing the person who posted was working, like, overtime to, like, get to where he's at and, like, doing the groundwork and contacting people to, you know what I'm saying, to get to the point where he's at. You're just saying, oh, he making bread, he's selling beats. Oh, I'm doing that. Why am I? No, like he grinding. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it is. Like one of my favorite producers, S1. He produced Power. Off My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But bro, he was producing literally 15 years before Power. So like Power, he produced that or it dropped in 2010 at least. But he had been producing like 15 years prior. 15 years, bro.
Yep.
Like and he might have been like, I can't remember if that's when he started producing or if that's just when he started like networking or whatever the case. Let's just say he started producing like 15 years prior. It took 15 years for him to get the kind of break that most people now feel like they should get after like 15 months.
Bro, some people 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, dead ass. Like, you know what's funny? What you hit on, Gino, about the social media thing.
Right.
TikTok is the reason why a lot of people our age just quit what they do.
Yeah.
They quit what they do because on TikTok there's so many pages that people can just reconstruct, change the wording.
Oh yeah.
And make it like, damn, I got this in 5 minutes. I got this in 5 months. I got this Camaro in 2 months by doing day trading, and I made $1 million.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, fuck that.
I hate those ads, bro. Like,
all the
if you want to
time.
learn how to make $50 million off of real estate in less than 5 months, then I'm like, bro, like
it's kind of like that shake weight thing they put online, the shake weight.
Yeah.
For what is it, like the Insanity thing, like that little product.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Your biceps will grow.
Bruh.
Yeah, no,
Bro, just do curls.
Bro, just put in the work.
Thanks.
It all comes down to hard work, man.
Ain't no skipping the work, man.
It's not, bro. It's all hard work. I know a lot of it. You still live with your dad, or you text your dad, like you're in contact with him.
You talking my dad?
Yeah. You do too.
Yeah.
I do too. So all of our fathers, I'm sure we're good cultivated males here. We know how to work hard.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And it really just comes from our parents.
Yeah.
If our parents work hard, we're going to end up working hard.
Thanks.
Now, if they ended up working hard and got rich, but didn't teach us any principles, then we're done.
Spoiled.
That's how you grow up entitled.
Yeah.
A lot of kids at the private schools that I know, especially in Greenville, D.H. Conley, that's one of them. Not a private school, but those kids are definitely entitled out there because of that reason. If you have the hard work, you need to make sure you push it towards the future generations in your family to break that laziness or to break that that limited belief that we all have.
Yeah.
Because my family is the same way, right? Well, not my mom, but like her mom is just so like limited with her beliefs. So we're just trying to break that. I'm trying to break that. Because if nobody else ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna get my black ass up and do it.
That's real, bro.
That's how I feel, bro. That's why I work so hard for what I have now, and I'm trying to keep on going and have a bigger why.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's important because, like, and it takes time. Like, I think that's one of the things that, because, I mean, if I'm honest, like, I think given my upbringing, like, given the particular context that I grew up in, like, we ain't grew up rich, but, like, just given my context, like, primarily, there was a lot I did not do simply because, like, I just didn't believe in myself. Like, self-esteem was, like, dumb low, you know what I'm saying? And so, by the time I got to high school, started playing football, we were good. I was good. I mean, really, I was, like, probably below average, for real. But, like, I was strong, you know what I'm saying? Like, work hard, whatever. Like, had exposure to, stuff that, like, a lot of high school football players didn't have exposure to. And then, getting to college, all that stuff, and feeling, not realizing that, like, that self-esteem issue was still there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it affected everything. And, like, it's something now that I'm still working out of. Like, I probably realized that toward the end of my time in college. And here we are, like, 3-4 years later. and I'm still having to like work out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of bad habits that I've had, a lot of areas in my life where it's just easy to kind of fold for real, where it's like I'm having to work out of that now. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. Like I think a lot, again, with social media, whatever the case, a lot of people can look at, I mean, you know, whether it's a motivational speaker, whether it's an athlete, like whoever who's out here, you know what I'm saying, like talking big, like real confident, whatever, and they can look at that and be like, dang, bro, like I wish I had that kind of confidence. It's like, bro, like who's to say they ain't have to build that kind of confidence?
Boom, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Down to is building it.
Yeah, because it's like, you think, like, we look at people like Ye, right, and it's like, oh man, he was just always confident. Do we know that though? At some point, I would venture to say, like, I'm willing to bet that he probably was not always that confident. Like whether if that was for only, you know, the first 5 years of his life or whatever the case, first 8 years, or whatever, there had to have been some moment where he made some kind of mental transition to say, like, nah, bro, like I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted,
you have to be like that.
Yeah. And now, granted, you know what I'm saying? Like now, at this point in his life, like we see where a lot of the mindsets that made him successful are like destroying his life now. But like just to, you know, I mean, he's known for his confidence, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like in the right context, like his confidence has been very inspirational for a lot of people. But like again, it just had to be built. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get to certain places in your life where you can be stretched in that way. Like you might be generally confident, but for where you want to go, for what you're trying to achieve, confidence got to get bigger.
Bro, that's fucking money, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I literally talked to one of my leaders in my industry in the door-to-door about this like 2 months ago, and he literally told me that like confidence and personal development is the ultimate rebellion. It's the ultimate rebellion, because if you don't have the confidence, how are you going to start taking action? If you have low self-esteem, that actually can lead to depression, can lead to anxiety, can lead to you just scrolling on your phone endlessly.
Facts.
Can lead to watching porn, a lot of stuff. It gets deeper and deeper.
Oh, yeah.
And once you get in that hole, it's kind of hard to get out. It's possible, but it's going to take some work.
If you don't believe you can, you won't.
You won't at all. You won't. And that's why a lot of my buddies that are around me trying to get better in my industry, I'm trying to show them how, by taking action, just little steps day by day, 1% better every single day. Habits, once again. Yeah. There's a book called Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
You probably read it.
I want to say I started it, but I didn't. I ain't finished it for sure. If I did read it, but like I know it's fire though.
Yeah, he talks about pretty much you have to build micro habits every single day.
Yeah.
And if you get 1% better every single day for 365 days a year, you're gonna 10x the whole entire.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
That is wild, and it's hard to believe at first. But once you try it, it's like, okay, now I'm getting momentum. Let's keep on going.
Yeah.
Why would I go back?
Yeah.
Don't degress, progress. Like go forward. Yeah. That's my thoughts on that.
Bro, I agree 100%. I mean, I agree 100%. Even if I could, I was gonna like talk about like I'm sure you know I lost a good amount of weight in like a span of like 2 years. I lost like
chunky.
I lost like 83 pounds, and that literally, bro. I used to be like 263, bro, same height, 263, bro. And literally, it's like from habits, like creating habits, and like the habits I have now, I didn't have like back then. So I would literally do something every day, right? And it would eventually add up to like, you know, where I'm at right now. And it was simply like I started like walking. Like I would walk, and then after a while I sustained that. All right, I had to level up. I'm jogging and then walking, and then eventually there's the diet aspect. So it's all about creating little habits, which is gonna end up growing to where you want to be, because not everyone can flip that switch and be that man that they want to be right there. You got to start somewhere and literally create little habits, and it's gonna like. You're gonna grow. Like you can't stay the same, especially if you know where you want to go.
You can't.
Like it's impossible to stay where you're at, especially if you know, all right, this is where I want to be.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing right now. Nice. You're gonna eventually like, all right, let me step it up. Like sometimes when I would work out, I'm like, all right, I've been doing this for a while. This is comfortable. And if you know and you want the best for yourself, you're gonna do something to increase or just to level up a little bit. Whether it's all right, let me just run a little bit further, or let me just do one more rep. And eventually, those are just little things that are adding up, and you're gonna, before you know it, you're gonna be exactly where, you know, where you're at, like where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like I would agree with you. Like it's habits, it's creating habits and being consistent with it. Because if
that's
you
the biggest thing, consistency. A lot
I'm
of people
telling
aren't
you.
consistent at all. Do you know what Andrew Tate is, or the guy Andrew
Yeah,
Tate?
I heard of
You
Andrew.
know, I'm sure you probably know. Him.
Bald dude on TikTok that
They
with
call
the
him
beard.
they call him a misogynist. That's what
He
what-
you've seen his videos.
I
You're
know
not
the
even
name.
know.
Yeah. I can't think of his face, but
You've definitely seen him before on TikTok somewhere.
right.
I made a video on him it was like last month. You should definitely watch it on the channel. But there's one thing he did say that I do agree with, and he was like, as a male figure, if you're a man, we have enough testosterone to take action. If you don't, you need to check yourself. Because as men, we got to provide for our ladies. We have to.
Yeah.
Like, it should not be the opposite.
Yeah.
If it is, that's cool. But as a man, you should be able to provide with all that testosterone you got. You have all the mental strength. You have more mental strength than women. Why not channel it to doing better in your job, to do it better in your personal development, doing better for your mental? That way, more money can come in. That way, more things that's non how can I say it, monetary can come into your life.
Yeah.
Like all the blessings. And that's why I'm so blessed to be a male, because as men, we have to get it. Because if not, who else is going to be there for our kids or our wife in the future?
To even add on to that, I feel like, I'm sure you heard this. My coach used to say, you got to have a want to, right?
Ooh,
So like,
hunger.
I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta want it, right? And it's not just like, oh, I want to be there. Like if you really want something, you're gonna do everything you can to get there, right? So obviously, like, the male and the testosterone thing is definitely, there's definitely some truth to that. But it's at the end of the day, it's like, do you want to do this or not? Like,
That's right.
let's say you want to lose weight. All right, do you want to walk or do you want to stop that one bad habit, right? Because it's not like your body or your hand is making you pick up that food that's unhealthy and eat, right? You have control over all your limbs, everything. You have voluntary control. So it's like, sometimes you also have to think, it's like, there's nothing else besides, all right, do I want to do this or not? That you answer, all right, yes, I want to do this. And it's, all right, what do I have to do? And it's not even a matter of like, it's not going to be, you can't expect it to be easy, right? Or it's just like, it's just gonna automatically happen. It's like, all right, I'm going to take this step. All right, it's done. I'm going to take the next step. So like, that's why like, a lot of the times people try to like complicate certain things. Like, oh, I want to get here. I want to do this. Like, okay. Like that's the first step.
Right.
You know you want to do it,
You
right?
have the vision for it.
You know it. You want to do it. So then it's like, all right, what am I like? You know what to do. A lot of people, all right, I want to lose weight. You know what to do, lose weight.
Right.
I want to I want to do like what's I want to like create a business, right? You might not know it initially,
Right.
but you know what a laptop is, right? You know what Google is, right? So you really want to do some. All right, how to get this license or how to. It's just like some of that. Sometimes people stop there because like, dang, like, oh, that's too much, or like maybe they don't want it as bad as they're saying that they do. Because if you really want change or you really want to make something happen, you're gonna take some step, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And to that point, like,
That's fact.
I think we got to be honest with ourselves for real, because I mean, God knows, like, the amount of times in my life I've said, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to do this, I want to go here, whatever. But like, if you really examine, like, if you don't have any action to follow that proclamation, you don't want it. You don't want it.
Bruh.
But like,
It don't matter what you say.
Yeah, just be honest with yourself about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, because quite honestly, like, if you saying like, oh man, I want to lose weight, but like, you always saying that and you're not losing weight.
Still eating ice cream.
Yeah, it's like
you don't want it as bad.
It's like, it's okay. Like, if you don't want it right now,
Yep.
like, that's fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully, you know, you got a lot more years to live. Like, it'll, you know, hopefully that flicker will turn into a flame eventually. But like, just don't fool yourself.
Yeah, don't BS.
Yeah.
I think people, we all are addicted to comfort.
Yeah.
I think that's
for
what it
sure.
is.
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
that out
Especially in
doing-
American. I'm going to Wingstop after this.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
What you ordering?
Bro, the Louisiana rub and the Korean barbecue.
Their ranch is top tier.
That sounds
Bro.
pretty good right now, though.
Bro, the fries.
Jeez. Hey,
valid.
what are you eating after this?
I got food at the crib.
Oh,
I don't eat
man.
out like that, honestly.
You disciplined, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I like to cook, so
I
I
ain't
just.
there yet. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that.
You get
That's that African culture in you.
Oh yeah,
Like,
bro.
like
My whole
cook.
family cooks, so it's like,
Yo, that jerk chicken.
see, we don't make jerk chicken.
Oh, that's Jamaican.
Just
right?
Jamaican,
Okay,
yeah.
my fault.
No, it's straight though. We eat chicken though. I mean,
Everybody eat chicken.
yo, I might have to go with you to Wingstop though.
Yeah, that's a bet.
How
bro.
much is it for that? Like $10.
I want it might be like 12, 13, somewhere around there.
That's a lot of food though. It fills you up.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Might gotta do that then, because I don't feel like cooking when I get home.
I feel that.
But yeah, as far as like the comfort thing though, I did a challenge. I think a lot of you guys might know about too. That's watching this video called 75 Hard.
Oh, I heard about that. You told me about it.
I told a lot of people about it.
Bro.
By Andy Frisella. And it's pretty much where you have to drink a gallon of water every single day. 2 workouts every single day, 1 outside, 1 inside. Both workouts have to be 45 minutes, along with the progress picture of your full body, your shirt off, and read 10 pages in a nonfiction book for 75 days straight.
That's a good challenge.
It is, and it's not a physical challenge either. People think it's a fitness challenge. It's actually a mental. It's a mental challenge. Because, I forgot the most important one, no drinking for 75 days straight. That's the number one reason why a lot of my friends fail is because they think they need alcohol.
Right.
They think they need it. And that's why being in like a culture where, you're a sophomore on campus, you're in a fraternity, it's kind of hard to do the challenge, but you can still do it. Mm-hmm. You can't blame you being in a fraternity.
Right.
Having a drink on like not completing the challenge.
Right. If
you want the discipline you want, like you said, if you have the vision, or like Miles said, like you have the vision, like you said, have the work ethic, you should be able to say, hey, boys and girls, I'm in a fraternity, I love you guys, but I'm not drinking for 75 days straight. I got to better myself after that, then we can get tight on it.
Right.
70, man, I'm telling you, y'all got to try 75 hard. It builds a lot of discipline. It's very tough.
Yeah, no, that's a good challenge.
But doing uncomfortable things makes growth.
Yeah.
And if you're always comfortable, you might be not growing, you might be dying.
Yeah, and I know, I don't remember most of what he said in the video, but I know David Goggins had
that's my guy.
Hard.
That's my guy. I ain't gonna lie.
But he had like some video like some months ago, essentially talking about that, how like when you push yourself beyond what you think you can do, like every time you do that, like you're expanding your mind every single time you do that. So it's like
mental callous.
Yeah. So literally, like if you are used to running, like, cause I know like in college when I was like when I had more endurance, there was like a time I was probably like I could run a mile. Like whenever I would run, it'd be like a mile and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And so I conditioned myself to believe like, oh yeah, a mile is good. And it's like a mile was good, but like you can do more. Mm-hmm. You can actually do like 2 miles for real nonstop. But you just so used to doing this mile that like your mind, like you've convinced yourself that, oh man, like a whole nother mile, like, that's too much. It's like, nah, bro, like your body can do way, 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 way more, you know what I'm saying, like beyond what you think it can. And like that applies to anything, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so when you're doing that, sorry to cut you off, but when you're doing that, how do you convince your mind that you can do more? When it's hurting, when you physically feel the pain in your legs, when it comes down to running,
right?
How do you tell your mind you can do more?
Honestly, but like, I mean, to the umbrella answer, you just got to do it.
I was about to say,
and then behind that, bro, like
it's that simple though. Yeah,
just find like whatever you got to do to dig deep. Like I know one of the things, like I literally like just started telling myself this like maybe like a week and some change ago. But literally, like whenever I'll use it, like whether it's working out or just like any time where like I hit a point in the day or like a certain situation where, you know, the temptation is to shrink back, the temptation is to fold, the temptation is to quit, the temptation is to, you know what I'm saying, not go for it.
Yeah.
And just simply, I'll just be like, nah, we can and we will. Like one of the things, like I just had like I've been doing, like I'm in between jobs right now, so I've been doing this joint. It's called TaskRabbit. Essentially, it's like a handyman type job. Like you build up clientele, you do different handyman type stuff. So I was dude that hired me to mount a TV yesterday. Never mounted a TV in my life ever. So like I got the tools, you know what I'm saying. But like the night before, like 2 nights ago, like when you know what I'm saying, like we messaging back and forth. And literally, like, there was a moment where I was like, nah, but like in my head, I'm like, bro, like, you ain't ever mounted no TV, bro. Like, you know, you ain't trying to mess nobody's stuff up. Like, nah, bro, like, just tell them you can't do it.
You were uncomfortable.
I was very uncomfortable. And I stopped myself. I was like, no. Like, so before I, like, accepted the job, I went to YouTube. Okay. I watched videos on how to mount a TV. I was still kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, very iffy about a lot of things. But I was like, nope, we can and we will. Accepted the job. Came out there, and you know what I'm saying, he had a roommate. Roommate had the same TV mount. He ended up wanting me to do his as well. So the first one, like honestly, like it took some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took longer than It should have, because again, like I've never mounted a TV. All the videos I watched of like how to mount a TV, the mount that he had was in none of those videos. So I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? So it took a minute, like, you know, I was getting a little nervous. Like there was some pressure because I'm like, dang, they probably thinking like it's taking forever, whatever. Sure. But guess what? I got it done. Like I got it done. And then when I went to mount the second TV, it took like a fraction of the time, bro.
And question, when you got it done, didn't you like get so much dopamine? I know you felt
it was like, bro, like
that's
dopamine is a real drug, bro.
It's like, what did I say? Like I'm talking to myself, I'm like, bro, what did I say, bro? I said we can and we will, right?
Bro, you gotta do that though. You gotta hype yourself up in those situations. Like you gotta tell yourself, like, I mean, bro, he said it like you're at a crossroad where it's like, all right, I can just chill because I'm not really trying to expand or challenge myself.
Right.
But like you said, at the end of the day, you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
And if you mess up, it's not the end.
Facts.
Like,
you know what's funny? School teaches us to hate failure.
Yeah.
Bro, yes.
Facts.
You're right. You're right.
Primarily from grade school all the way into like college does. Actually, all of it.
All of it, bro.
I'll be honest. I hate to say this because I know my friends are in college right now, but like, no. It teaches us to hate failure.
Yeah.
When we fail, you got a 0. Yeah, go study. You suck.
Yeah.
That's what the teachers are saying.
Yeah.
In their heads are like, yep.
Yeah.
Do
That's
more.
true.
And then like if you want to get like real deep with it, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole I can't even think of the name of it, but essentially it's like this like track that they put you on. So like depending on how you do, like academically, I think as early as like kindergarten maybe. Literally, if you suck in kindergarten, like you are literally on a track until like unless something like miraculous happens and you just break out of that, you are literally on a track. Like if you see if you track all of the people in high school who end up dropping out, who end up not doing well, you know what I'm saying, like getting a GED, like whatever the case, they started off bad, and the way the system is set up, they literally put them on a track to where like they couldn't even get an opportunity to succeed. Like literally, and like even looking back at myself, like, you know what I'm saying, I was like early on, like I was better. Like I was, you know, a part of Duke Tip and all that, you know, as a kid. But like I remember by the time I got to 8th grade, like, you know what I'm saying, I just wasn't applying myself like that, you know, didn't really rock with school, whatever. And I remember like the class that I ended up switching classes to like the advanced math class, whatever it was at the time. And I remember I hated it because, you know what I'm saying, one of my friends in there.
That's how it be though.
Yeah, but it was like, you know, like in hindsight, like once I found out about like that track, I was like, bro, like I was on the track. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe not the, you know, to the degree of like, oh, you know, he probably gonna drop out, we're gonna write him off. But like I was on a track to where I wasn't in the position to, because I mean, you know what I'm saying, like when you look at all the kids who was in the AP classes in high school or whatever, like it won't many of them that look like us.
It wasn't though. That's honestly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you agree too?
Yeah. I mean, I took some APs in high school. There was only like 2 of us, me and this other black girl.
You're smart.
My parents pushed me. I'll tell you that.
Bro, I swear to God, school is all about just if you have good memory, you're gonna do well.
Yeah.
It's not even about like
you gotta
information. It's just about getting the grade now.
Yeah.
It's so like effed up nowadays.
It really is. And college, bro, like if anything, bro, college, like the 2 things college teaches you how to like create relationships, and it teaches you how to like not necessarily survive, but like either survive or thrive, like both of them. You know what I'm saying?
What's the difference between survive and thrive?
So like if you're just surviving, it's like you're not like surviving is to use
making it.
Yeah, like you're just making it. Surviving is like, oh, you know, all the bills are paid and that's it. Thriving is the bills are paid, we saving, so we got some bread over here, and we invest in that bread, we investing in real estate, we investing in this, we investing in that. That's thriving. You know what I'm saying?
So that's kind of like abundance.
Yeah, facts.
It is, yeah. Some people live in society nowadays off of like, I'm here to survive. I'm just here to survive. My dad said that actually last week. I'm like, Dad, let's change your wording. You're here not to survive. You have a lot of abundance to do more than survive.
And that just it just goes back to what you were talking about earlier, like just the whole thing of like, if you feel like you can't, you won't. And like, you know what I'm saying, like there's a lot of things that at play, especially within the black community, that like plays into it.
Yeah.
But the reality is, it's like, bro, you have the ability. Like, I don't care how you grew up. Like, I don't care what you have, what you don't have, whatever. Like, you always got to think about it simply due to the fact that we are in America. There are like millions, billions, quite honestly, of people who are far worse off than us.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
So and within that billion, there are like at the very least hundreds, probably way more than that, of people who have made something of themselves, who are further like, you know, like there's a 25-year-old from, you know, Peru who's further along than I am, who had way less than I did, but he convinced himself, she convinced herself at some point in her childhood, like at whatever point, they convinced themselves that, yo, I can and I will. And they did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, honestly, being in America is harmful mentally in a lot of ways because it's so easy to just be comfortable.
Yeah.
Bro, it is. This country is, we're like the richest country, right?
Yeah.
The richest. We have a lot of abundance, a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
That's why people that want to come from Mexico to come here, they come here grinding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they know, bro.
Yes,
That's all they know.
They get further than most of us.
Yeah. Bro, I can agree to that. I mean, bro, like my whole family were immigrants.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Really?
yeah, I was not born in the U.S. Yeah,
Wait, you weren't?
I was not born in the U.S.
So where you from, bro?
Ghana,
Yeah.
the motherland.
Yeah.
Bro, my mom came here, bro. My mom came here by herself
Wow.
before my dad. Like lived in somebody's basement, grinded. My dad came like a few years later. They found a way to get some money, got a place. A few years later, my sister and I came. That's why I see the difference. I'm not gonna lie. I see that. That's why I'm like, I'm doing my best in school, doing my best in like whatever I do, because we didn't have any of those opportunities.
Not back in Ghana, right?
Bro, not even when we first started. Like,
Wow.
where we're at now, and where my parents started, bro. You would not believe it if I told you. I promise. Like, I
man.
promise.
That story is warm,
Bro,
I
they
love hearing this.
grinded, and it's like now it's like, bro, like I can't like not look at that and try to better myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be further than your parents, right? So it's like if I see and they tell me, bro, throughout school, like, Miles, like we didn't start rich, or we didn't start with the opportunities that people in America. So it's like, bro, it'd be disrespectful for me to like, you know what I'm saying, like take that for granted. So it's like,
Is that why you didn't want to come knock doors with me that summer?
oh yeah, my parents had a big influence on that. What? Bro, my parents, bro,
I
when
know
I
they
tell
did,
you,
because you would have done so well,
Bro.
when it came out.
immigrant parents do not play, bro. It's like it's school.
I know.
It's like,
Because, just for like the context, I work in the door-to-door industry.
Okay.
I knock, sell pest control and solar door-to-door, and like I tried to hire him. For
yeah,
my
I
team
was
come
trying
out.
to, yeah.
Right.
In 2021, we went out to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
The whole time, I know Miles wasn't like trying to tell me straight up, like, bro, I can't, like, no.
Right.
Miles is not like he's not like a straightforward type of person.
Right.
He ain't gonna tell you how it is. I
Right.
will, because I'm from like just trenches, bro.
Facts.
And I've been to New York and PA, just up north. People are like straightforward up there.
Right.
He told me that, man, I would love to come out, but my parents, man, I'm like,
Bro, when I tell you,
no.
you know my parents.
Yeah.
You know my parents, bro. Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah. They, bro, it's like,
I want to meet him now.
yeah, bro, because it's like I didn't have the like
The guts.
the wiggle room to like
Yeah.
take that risk, because it's like
Ooh, okay.
there's no investment, there's no inheritance, like, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta grind, like they don't have nothing to give me when, like, you know what I'm saying, like, when they pass. So it's like, bro, I gotta get it too.
So if you would have took the opportunity that I'm doing and you would have made like 25 to 30K, because that's like an average first year rep in the summer, do you think they would have thought otherwise?
Oh, for sure. But it's like, you also got to think, like, a lot of like foreign parents, they're so fixed in their ways, not to be negative or like, talk down on them, but it's like all they know is like the grind. All they know is this is what I did to get here. This is what it takes to be, at this level. So they're not thinking like, oh, this might be a different opportunity. It's like they want the most secure route, right?
Oh, the most secure.
That's
makes a lot of
yeah,
sense
you know what I'm saying?
now.
Because
Okay.
like they didn't have the wiggle room to like, oh, if this doesn't go well, like
Yeah.
I can. Nah, it was like,
And if it doesn't go well, like what would your option be if it didn't go well?
bro,
Just go back to what you're doing, right?
yeah, that's real, yeah.
That I feel like that's part of like how as a world we should all be able to think too, and like we have different opportunities. Because for you, you're crushing school, you're crushing it. But I feel like if we all were to think the way like, hey, if we were to do something and we fail, awesome, we still learn from that failure.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
let's go back and take that skill that we learned back to what we were doing before,
Right.
and crush it 10 times more.
Yeah.
Because I had a few guys, because we hired like 17 guys that year. 10 of them went to ECU. 10 of them dropped off. They didn't finish the summer.
Right.
A lot of them made like $1,000. That's it.
Right.
Which is horrible, and left. But even though they looked at it as a failure, they learned from that failure and took it back to school.
Yeah, that's true. That's big.
Yeah, facts.
That's
I
big.
love that so much because I used to
Right.
look at failure like, dang man, if I fail, like, ooh, I gotta step it up.
And bro, like, learning from failure is arguably like the most valuable skill that you can ever develop, bro. Cause you fail every single day, man.
That's true.
You fail, like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't get up when you said you was gonna get up. You didn't go to the gym when you said you was. You said you was gonna cook.
What's up, y'all? Unfortunately, a lot of my clips on my camera cut out and stopped recording, so I couldn't get the last 15 to 20 minutes for the podcast. But go check on Spotify at The Savvy's Official Experience, and you'll see the full podcast there in audio form, obviously. Once again, I'm sorry I couldn't get it on camera, but the last 20 minutes was fire. Go check it out right now, y'all. And also, I really appreciate the love. I really appreciate the people that are watching my content. Those of you that watch, support unconditionally, I just want to say I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I would not be here without all of you guys. There's some days where I really just don't feel like posting videos, and I just feel like sleeping in my bed. And there's some days where I'm like, you know what? I gotta do it. I gotta go hard for y'all, man. So I really appreciate you guys so much. Without further ado, turn on the bell icon, notifications, leave a comment, and subscribe for more future video ideas. But with that being said, y'all, I'll see y'all for the next one. Let's get it!